Welcome to Delta Green Future Perfect, Part 4, Episode 2. I'm Shane Ivey. I ran this game with a single microphone at a friend's house in 2016, before publication of Delta Green, the role-playing game. Please forgive sound quality and distractions. Amber plays anthropologist Penelope Hawtrey. Jeremy plays FBI forensic examiner Darius Fulquist. John plays FBI agent Aaron Dressner. Tabitha plays UC Berkeley librarian Harley Woodhouse. Delta Green and Future Perfect are copyrights and trademarks of the Delta Green Partnership. So yeah,
We're all strapping young Mediterranean fellows. This can only lead to one thing.
Gay sex. Your reporters now with us.
You like Gladiator movies? Wait, so we went through the gate again?
Yes, and we felt our bodies being destroyed,
right,
and woke up as...
Mediterranean men.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That was odd.
I don't think I lost Sandy over that.
I didn't
It's
either.
like...
I lost a little bit, as you would.
As you do.
It's like all of my dreams fulfilled.
Yes.
So, speaking of which, I need each of you to make us another sanity roll.
Do our stats change at all for having new bodies?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not sure that's awesome.
Well, it's awesome if we're all burly and shit. Because our minds are still the same, right?
Yeah, I got 9 in strength. Mine's gonna be better.
Not too long.
Unless this is like, oh yeah, your stats change. You lose all of your willpower.
Yeah.
Critical success.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. You're more sane than you were before this happened because you love your new self.
Oh, yes.
I didn't have to grab the board.
Sanity roll?
Mm-hmm.
Have a success.
Okay. You need to write down, first thing you do is write down, look at your bonds on your sheet.
Yeah.
Write one down for Dressner.
Me too?
No, just her.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a score equal to half your charisma. So what's your charisma stat?
15.
So it's 8.
This happened to Janet
Okay.
right before she passed.
And then roll a d4.
Yeah, I did.
Choose one of your other bonds, not Dressner, and it's going to lose points.
All right, Benjamin.
Okay.
My American colleague. No, he's a colleague at the university.
So the same.
Oh, 4.
All right. So what are you left with poor Benjamin?
10.
Well, that's not bad for normal people. All right, and
All
then
my bonds are terrible,
right.
except for my Santana.
write down a bond for Fulquist has a score of 8, and pick one of your other bonds, not Dressner or Fulquist, and drop it by a d4.
1. All right. To 14.
Who's that?
He was a shaman in Colombia. That was my very first, paranormal experience was with him. And he sort of made me believe that there was more to
Paranormal
it.
or pharmacological? Or both?
A little of both. A little of both. It seems so real.
That's right.
And write down Hawtrey.
Hawtrey.
Were you Hawtrey? No,
No,
write
she's
down Woodhouse. No, you're
Oh, I'm Hawtrey.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
write
she's
down Woodhouse.
Okay.
Score of 8.
Okay.
Pick a non-Delta Green bond, and it dumps by 4. A d4.
Oh!
No,
Oh,
d4.
okay.
Could be 4.
Right there.
Alright, I'll drop my Santana again.
I have no qualms about
Starting to
using the
curse
bond to
him
make
for-
physical faith.
Getting
At this point.
Pretty quickly losing faith in all things I thought were real before.
Dressner's you've been able to keep things kind
I
of
know.
even.
He's pretty solid for everything. But
Yeah.
he's starting to stretch it.
Yeah. So you're fine with sacrificing hobos to dark
I
gods.
wasn't fine with it.
But time travel, oh my god.
That's, we've shifted bodies. That's pretty serious identity issues.
Mm-hmm.
So does this mean
they're not that much different for me? It is.
if your original body was shredded in the spaces between space and time and you can't get buried, does that mean you can go to heaven?
Wait, what?
That's a damn good question.
Is it?
I come from a liberal church. We're pretty much thinking good heaven.
Liberal Episcopalians.
Yeah. There
Are
is
you
such a thing.
Episcopalian?
Yes.
I see.
There's such a thing. There's one in Hollywood.
What's it called?
I don't remember. The Church of the Redeemer or something.
So it's closed down now, and there's a new church there. But like just a mile up the highway on us, if you look at Google Maps, you will see that there used to be a church called Church of the God of the Harvest.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
I like it. Church of the God of the Harvest.
And I'm like, that is a church I could join.
Absolutely.
I dare you to dig up what's buried under the big tree in front.
Exactly. Sounds very true.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would have to go to that just to see
Yeah.
what up.
Of course, you go there and then you're the harvest.
Yeah, probably.
You go there because you're curious.
Stephen King fashion.
You come for your curiosity. You stay for the death.
You stay to be the main course.
Are we all doing this?
No, the two of you succeeded at your sanity tests,
Oh,
so
good.
I've lost
you
my
don't-
mind and now I feel bonded.
you don't
guys,
you
'cause I'm
don't
crazy.
find yourselves developing unhealthy attachments to your fellow
comrades.
agents who are constantly in danger of getting torn
Really.
to shreds and
Which is a
physically
terrible
and
idea,
yeah,
But it's inevitable.
gaps between the universe and
You gotta think that that's inevitable.
Mhm.
Like, it's just like being in the military. You know? These people you go through these traumatic experiences with, you're gonna connect with.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they die in horrible ways.
Yeah.
And then you feel bad about it.
And then you lose your mind.
Yeah, the sanity loss for one of them dying is way higher for you now than it is if you die for them.
Because you care
Bastards.
about this more than we care
I know.
about you.
They're managing to keep
kinda
things
hate
in
you for
perspective. Now it matters enough.
Yeah.
You take it might take it personally,
Wow.
but it matters.
Wait, I have a note here that says $1,500 in old 20s from 1929.
Oh, yes.
Is that true? That's what we're carrying?
Yeah, that was like bundled
Not
up
with us,
in
no.
your
In your-
pockets of your
Yeah.
ill-fitting
But it's not.
suit. Yeah,
Well, now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we
His
Mine.
pockets
okay.
of his ill-fitting suit had
Okay.
$1,500 in odd-looking 1929 series $20 bills.
Okay.
And there was a wristwatch set up on a against a wall. Very
281H,
expensive.
7M22S. Kill hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our
It had. Hold on.
click down.
I'm gonna have to change that 281 because Dennis did his math wrong. Okay, I think that should be 81H. Just take off the 2.
Okay.
Because it says roughly
you guys
4 days in the
that?
very next sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Because 281 is like
that's like 2
like 12 days.
Actually,
Yeah.
I looked up several. It's not bad.
Nice.
so okay, so yeah, for you, so your new bodies, just roll up your strength, dex, con.
Just 3d6 down the line, or what?
Yep.
Okay.
We don't get any Mediterranean racial modifiers.
Nope.
Wait, how do we do it?
3d6.
Strength, con, and dexterity. Yeah, just roll them.
Physical stats.
Yeah, 13 for
I'll
strength.
tell you what. If you roll 7 or less, you can re-roll that roll once.
We got 6, so I'm gonna reroll that. We got 12, so my constitution went up by 2. And we got 13, so my dex went up by 1.
That's me.
Nothing but positives.
Stronger, healthier, but less agile.
And then change our times 5s.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to change it permanently. Just
Right.
sort of make a note next to it for if it comes up. And your hit points may be different.
What's the
How's-
formula for hit points?
Average of strength and con.
Rounded up. Or down.
Round up.
Round up. So I gain 2 hit points. So since...
Wait, how do I do my hit?
Is this body still hurt? Or are my hit points at max?
Wow, you did great.
Max.
I'm dead.
And if you were hurt, then your hit points are at max. So you can erase all of your damage.
Yeah.
Or do we need to make a note for that so that we know what our hit points are at when we go back to our bodies? Which
yeah, I guess keep a note of what was going on previously with your real body.
I think I was at 4.
So that's kind of your situation. New bodies, you have no idea what your identities are.
Has anybody seen Woodhouse? Did you make it through?
Oh, we don't. How would you know?
I guess not, since she's not here.
So there are 3 of us.
Sure.
3 of us came through. I'll be like, who are you?
What?
Who are you? Which one are you?
Wait, who are you?
I'm Penelope.
Do we have Mediterranean accents, or do we talk with our own voices?
No, it's your accents. I mean, it's not your voice, but it's whatever accent you're accustomed to making your vocal cords make.
I'm Dressner, so...
Penelope.
Well, obviously from the
Hawtrey.
fake-sounding
British accent.
Well, it says right there on the sheet, it's charming.
What happened? Yes, it is charming.
It says right there.
It says it. So I wear a name badge. Charming accent. Hawtrey. Charming accent.
Yeah.
Where's Woodhouse? So I guess she just didn't make it through.
Make it to where is the question?
Yeah.
Well, it says 1929 on your bills there, right?
Yeah.
They look crisp and new.
This is weird.
Yes. We have no idea where we are.
So are we like in a cave or in a house?
It's a house.
It's a house?
It's an old looking house. It doesn't look old, but it looks like it look old.
I'm gonna put on some
Okay.
love music.
Are there windows?
Not where you are. It's kind of boarded up, so it's probably. I don't know. I think the house is probably kind of run down, like boarded over, and people don't live here.
So is there like just one door out of this room?
Yeah, I mean you're looking around. It's sort of it's a boarded up old house that if there's furniture, it's sort of beat up furniture that people didn't want to keep when they
sagging couches and whatever. Sure. Well, yeah, I'll wander around the house, see if there's anything to see.
Yeah, no, nothing beyond that. The most interesting stuff is in the room you woke up.
Stop it.
So
Okay.
the watch.
Well, what's outside?
Outside, there's the house is sort of there's kind of an overgrown yard around it, property around it. There's sort of a copse of trees, a little distance from the front of the house. You think you see some kind of a road beyond that.
Are they Mediterranean trees or are they Ohioan trees?
Ohio trees.
Okay.
Is it like a farmhouse or?
Yeah.
It's not isolated on its own.
Mm-hmm. You can see telephone poles over the tops of the trees in the distance. And out front, there's a perfectly preserved 1930-ish model Ford.
Why do we think it's Ohio?
Because that's what the voice from the outer realms told me.
Gotcha. Okay. So, and it said kill hunt.
That
Yes,
was
yeah.
scrawled on the wall.
Yeah, we've got 81H7. Oh, it's probably like 5M now.
Yes.
Kill hunt. I'm wearing the watch, by the way.
Okay.
So we gotta find him.
Yeah. So,
Well, does any of this look well, it wouldn't, but if we get out and look around, let's see if anything looks familiar from our stay in Ohio. When we were at
Chester.
and the Snake Mountains and all that.
Well, describe how you want about it.
Well, let's go and see if the Ford has keys for one thing.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's see.
It has keys. There's it looks like the car belongs to somebody.
Let's check the glove compartment or something and see if there's such a thing in 1934.
Yeah, sure, because they had gloves that they had to wear.
Exactly.
And there's a new-looking 1911 Colt automatic pistol.
Nice.
Okay.
Did they have license and registration in the 30s?
Not really. No. I mean, I'm going to assume no.
Yeah.
Like there might have been some kind of a little tag on the back of the car or something, but it's not going to be anything that's.
Yeah, you wouldn't open up the glove compartment and see who the car was registered to.
Right.
Okay.
But there's some old candies, Tops Lemon Drops. It's a page ripped out of the Meigs County Examiner.
What's the article?
Estate liquidation, November 22nd, 1934. 1934 Ohio Road Atlas with a few locations marked.
Which looks new.
Yeah, really, very crisp. And
whose estate?
Yeah, it's like the Johnson house or something.
Okay. Nothing that rings a bell.
Yeah, old Abigail Johnson died and left no inheritors.
What's marked on the atlas?
There's a site, the Hunt plant, Hunt Electrodynamics is marked. There's a location a few miles from there that's on the map. It's just a little cluster of dots for buildings, but somebody wrote on these kind of in these sort of tiny block letters, Hunt Farm, and circled that. The Serpent Mounds are sort of circled, which are, several miles from the plant that other direction.
Right. It's basically the same setup it was when we were here. Mm-hmm. I don't think the town probably changed a whole lot.
Yeah, the Hunt Farm, I don't think you went to.
I don't think we did.
No, but it was, from what you remember, it was all knocked down anyway.
It's not the location of the commune.
No, that's a different, and that's not circled. It's like a different location.
Right. And it's an old farmhouse there.
Yeah. Okay. So it's actually being used as a farm and not as a repository for AK-47s.
Yeah.
Should we go check out the farm first?
Let's just drive around town initially and just sort of swing by the plant. Not destroy it, just look for stuff. I just want to see what's going on. Clearly, it seems like this is 1934 or thereabouts.
A sign nailed to the front door of the house reads, "Repossession and estate liquidation by order of Meigs County Sheriff, Thursday, November 22nd, 1934.
So, seemingly, this is old Abigail's place. And it's getting...
The Jones house.
Whatever's in the article.
Yeah.
Did I already make you guys make a sanity loss roll for realizing you had gone back in time?
Yeah.
Well, to a million years ago, to 1934.
No, we just did them. That's how yes, I just did them to...
Well, that was for realizing that we were in different bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Time travel, that's passe now. That's old hat. We've done that.
Is it, though?
Let's
find out how passe that is.
You didn't make us lose any power for going through this gate.
I got
You lose a willpower point.
Willpower.
My game.
Oh, I failed.
Current or permanent?
No, just
current willpower?
Yes.
No.
If you fail, it's a D4.
Your favorite.
Dressner's claiming it's passe. It's old hat.
I got critical success. Whatever.
Yeah, these
Four.
Come on.
are getting really shaky.
They're losing.
Not only
Did you lose?
I went below my breaking point.
Oh no.
Do you want to project this trauma onto one of your bonds?
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yeah, no, I definitely do.
Who's gonna write down who's gonna take the hit and roll a D4?
I think it's gonna be my field team.
Okay.
But I had to take. I took it off. I couldn't take it off the bond.
4.
All right, so you lose 4 more willpower points.
Oh,
And 4 off of that bond, and 4 off of the sanity loss.
Right.
To a minimum of 0.
Yeah.
Can you do that anytime or only when you...
So yeah, my field team drops from an 11 to
So you can do that if
7.
you want. But we'll explain it. Just explain
And
it.
I'm like, I don't care about work anymore.
3 people? No. So you'd rather take another bond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I...
Benjamin and I, he was the one who had always said this shit was nonsense, and he kept me saying, I was trying to
Clearly,
think back.
he's an idiot.
Clearly he is.
Maybe what you need to do is explain the truth to them.
Exactly.
Excruciating.
Look, dude,
Yeah.
I've seen things.
Yes.
Listen, I existed a million years ago,
Yeah, briefly.
and I know that none of this matters.
At least we're a lot closer to home.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially I could live until I was born.
Yeah. Sure.
Be an old man, but...
You could,
Maybe the only way out is...
you could have yourself as a baby.
I was going to say, you could be the father of
Are you-
yourself.
Are you Mediterranean?
No, that's true.
No Mediterranean. So.
See, it's not even incest.
No?
Yeah, I wonder if I could have been
Physically.
Yes.
my daughter's mother and father. No.
Yeah.
This is why you're.
This is why you're-
sanity or
Yes,
your bonds
exactly.
I just ignore it.
evaporating.
I'm blocking it. No, no, I'm not going to think about it.
So keep the blinders on.
Exactly.
So you have a car, you have a pistol,
And $1,500.
$1,500, which will go a lot farther in 1934
Oh, yes.
than today.
Well, obviously we need to buy dynamite,
Tommy
shotguns,
Tommy
Grenades.
guns,
Chopper.
chain guns.
No.
Yeah. Crank operated.
I don't know where to find any of these things. Certainly not in
You
Chester.
can buy most of it in the Sears catalog, but
Mail order.
it would take
long
take
time.
longer than you have to get here.
There's no Amazon too or shipping.
Let's just go knock over
I have
the
like
sheriff.
1929 or
Yeah.
whatever, one of those early
You can-
reproduction Sears
Oh, yeah.
catalogs with
You can buy all
with some
kinds of
machine
shit.
guns and all kinds of
Houses.
stuff in it.
Buy a house. Have it delivered and put up.
Could just knock over the sheriff.
Why? Why are we even considering this?
Weapons. Just
I understand that the entities have suggested we kill Hunt. I'm all for that.
What we could do, take the money, deposit it in a bank under our future names,
Yeah.
And then
or invest it in, let's get Coca-Cola.
it's going to go big. Yeah.
Yeah. By the time it's the future, and we come back to our money,
Just get a safety deposit box full of shares and then
Mm-hmm.
save the number.
yeah.
Good plan, but really, I think the issue at hand is more what are we going to do that will get us back to where we're from.
Who'd get a pistol? Well, obviously we need to kill Hunt. How many bullets does the pistol have?
Each magazine has 7, and
It has magazines.
So they're back
It's
to
not a
automatic.
revolver.
Mm-mm.
no, it's a Colt
Oh,
semi-automatic.
Okay.
It was the one they designed to kill Moros in the Philippines, isn't it?
Yeah, it was adopted by the army because they found the 38 special
Would
was
knock guys down.
Yeah.
This is designed to knock you down.
sufficient. So, yeah.
Who's? I've got.
So it has 7 bullets. It has a
43.
magazine. It's loaded. 7
I
shells.
should get it to you for now.
I'll carry the pistol.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the general store. We know where it's at.
Yeah.
If it's still in the same place.
I would assume there's some continuity. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What are we gonna buy there? What are you looking for?
More weapons.
So let's think this through a little.
Or we could drive to the next town over.
In 1934, how old is Hunt? He's old enough that he's built the plant.
When was the explosion in New Mexico? Or Cal? Yeah, New Mexico.
In New Mexico,
So the 70s?
40? No,
No, it was early. That's
I
right.
think it was earlier than that.
So
I have to look it up.
we're planning on
It's a
killing
while, it's a
Hunt.
while further down.
But in our timeline, he was still alive.
It's another, 15, 20 years.
Right. But we're planning on killing Hunt before he does the things which caused us to investigate him in the first place.
Well, I'm not even gonna puzzle out travel conundrums. I just want to know.
He's keeping the blinders on. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just want to know. I want to know whether this is morally valid.
Well, when did Hunt start acting crazy? Or not acting crazy, but acting smart.
He came back, and he was.
Yeah, if the Hunt plant's so we already know that he's
an alien,
been replaced or whatever.
Yeah, that was 5 or 10 years ago.
Right.
So of course it's morally feasible.
Right, and and according to these entities, who God knows why we're trusting, they say if we don't do this, the universe is destroyed.
Right, because of the stuff that he's messing with.
Which involves the whole time travel thing. Probably.
Yes.
Life was much easier before this.
Well, I mean, at the same time, it's kind of, what else are we going to do? Live out the normal life and hope the universe doesn't
not at all. I want to get back.
Right. And this is our ticket out. I mean, the only way, if there is a way back, the only way back is by killing Hunt.
Through those aliens, sorry. I'm with you. I mean, I'm all for it, but...
Unless they just stop caring about us and then leave.
So I'm curious why they've given us this specific time down to the second to kill him.
It's probably the only time he's vulnerable.
Well, that's my question, is what can we find out about that time?
If we wait till after maybe our opportunity.
Yeah,
or maybe we transport back at the end of that.
I don't know. Let's ask around town.
Probably.
Let's figure out when that time is.
Well, I mean, before we ask, we can just look at a newspaper, see if there's an event.
Yeah, we'll go buy a newspaper first, see what day we're actually at to begin with. Work out when the death time is relative to that.
Or it could just be like Hunt steps out of his car as he drives over the mountain.
I'm wondering if they've chosen this because of an opportunity.
That's when we can.
I think it's more likely that we have that long to do it before we are thrown back or something.
Think so?
Yeah.
Or so you think if we're
this is how long you have. Kill Hunt in this time, in this amount of time, or you're right.
Okay, well, I can see that too.
It could be, but the way it's set up, when it says kill a Hunt after that time, it makes me sound like that's the time to kill a Hunt.
That was my...
What did it say exactly?
81 hours.
It said
22 seconds.
Yeah, 81 hours, 81H, 7M, 22S, kill Hunt.
I don't think that discounts the...
No, I agree.
No.
Interpret it either way.
But we need to look and,
All right, let's drive into town, go to the general store, buy a newspaper, see if there's any indication of something coming up at that time. Some sort of festival or something where he's going to be cutting a ribbon or whatever. I mean, so if there's an opening to get in then.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hellbend plant explosion was 1952.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about like 18 years.
18 years from now,
yeah. And but he found electrodynamics in 1926.
Right, so he's been back for 8 years. All right, so we scoped out this plant in Chester, the ruins of it anyway.
Yeah. So we're
pretty vaguely familiar with the layout stuff.
Right.
We have not been to the Hunt farm.
I think that...
So after we do our general store run, let's kind of go out that way.
To the farm, yeah.
Just get a sense of whether it's occupied or not. Old lady Hunt.
Alright, so we're going to get a newspaper.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So you get the car started.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Because it's old and doesn't run quite the same as you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe thing is a little different. Does anybody have better than base driving skill?
Nope.
I have 40.
So you're definitely better than either one of them at keeping it running, and not stalling out in the middle of the road.
Right. No power steering.
Right.
No power brakes.
Yeah. I think it's late enough that you don't have to get in front of it and crank the thing.
No,
like one of those old.
And I think it actually has a key ignition now.
Right.
After 1918, they started using key ignitions.
So you follow the map and the atlas, the road atlas, into the center of town, and it's very, it doesn't look like a Depression era, piece of misery like most photos of Depression era small towns are. It looks clean and thriving. Yeah.
Well, they've got the plant,
right, and so. And there's there's a general store, there's a little post office, there's I don't know, post office might be in the general store still, but there's there's a little barber shop, there's sort of classic the sort of classic small town things that Walt Disney was in love with, and there's a sheriff's car on the corner, sort of right next to the general store, and so as you're driving up, there's a couple of old timers at the like sitting on the stoop in front of the general store, and so you sort of pull over and all three get out and head in.
Yeah. Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Or whatever time it is to the guys there.
Okay. And they kind of, the two of them sort of look up and, watch you kind of curiously as you go in, and you can kind of, who's got a good alertness?
Not good enough, clearly, as I've shown many times.
You got a 44.
That's decent.
53.
You got 53? Got a 23.
Well, anyway, Dressner, you kind of you hear them kind of muttering something to each other as you step inside, and inside the county, there's a the sheriff is inside and sort of standing at the counter talking to a checkout girl, and he has the star, on a little nameplate on that says Kavanaugh, and inside the general store there's general store stuff.
Sure.
So
having talked to each other, we don't sound foreign particularly, do we?
No.
Okay.
No.
So our English is good.
Well, our English is futuristic good.
Well, yeah, that's true. And that is going to be a little off, but not as bad as if we had totally Italian accents or something.
Right. And so he sort of looks over and looks the three of you up and down and says, "Good morning."
Morning, Sheriff.
Well, I think you're new to our town.
Oh yes, we've just arrived. We're interested in looking at some position at the plant.
Oh, what kind of work do you do?
Oh,
Engineering.
Engineers, yeah.
Engineer, is that right?
No.
That sounds well. What kind of engineering?
Electrical.
Yeah. How about you?
Mechanical engineering.
What do you like to work on most?
That's hard to say.
I love working on the patrol car that we've had these last few years.
So you're more automotive then?
Oh, you bet. He said, "Can you believe the new fangled, mechanical
Carburetors.
Yeah. He sort of rattles off
Ignition switch.
a lot of car facts.
Yeah, they fascinate me. I find cars fascinating myself. So yeah, the way.
Do you know anything about cars?
Well, I mean, I imagine
What's your
coming from
drive
the
skill?
future, like I know more about cars than.
Your character knows what you
could make a driving roll.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not driving.
If I detect her going way off, I'm gonna sort of cut in, try to be subtle about it. But
Make your own driving roll.
Okay, now.
Give yourself a check mark.
Hey, you get a check.
So the new manifolds
You get a check too.
that they have that connect with the
I've picked up the
additions,
newspaper.
it's amazing. I thought you were going to jump in.
I'm not gonna jump in because I can't tell.
Yeah.
I find them fascinating anyway. I'd like to learn more than I know about them.
You sound kind of foreign.
Yes, I've spent some time across the pond.
Look a little foreign too.
Well, yeah, my family is from Europe.
Europe, eh?
Well, yes, Europe.
Uh-huh. Well, when's your appointment at the hunt plant?
Oh, we got here a little early
Yeah,
just to
we
get
have
the
it.
lay of the land, so check out the town, see whether we'd like. It's a place we'd kind of like to settle in. But it seems like you're doing really well. Nice, prosperous town, and
Mm-hmm. Well, we take care of the plant, and the plant takes care of us, and we have a real nice situation here. Don't have to worry about strangers coming in and taking jobs away from people, and
exactly.
don't have to worry an awful lot about foreigners who don't know much about cars pretending they do.
Exactly. So, is there a good place to stay in town?
Nope.
No, not a good place. No. Well,
You may want to try the next county over.
well, of course, yeah. We'll certainly consider it. Well, let's gather up what we're gonna get.
Sure.
Grab some cigarettes and.
So what's the date on the newspaper?
November. Hold on, it said the thing was November 22nd, so it's probably. Oh, I don't know. We'll say the 16th.
November 16th.
Yeah.
Wait, so the sale is going to be on the 22nd?
Yeah.
Potentially, we've got a few days to hire out there at the house.
Yeah. Do they have guns for sale here in the general store?
Sure.
Don't buy one.
It's America.
If you start going for that, I'm going to give you the...
Since he's already suspicious, wait for this guy to go.
Yeah, let's not do that in front of the sheriff. That seems really sketchy.
Okay. Yeah.
Buy some food and a newspaper.
So, where are you fellas staying?
Oh, we haven't decided yet. So I was asking about the hotel, so...
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we'll, we've got our appointment at the plant, so maybe we'll check out the next county over until then.
All right. Well, who are you meeting at the plant? I want to pass my regards along.
Sure, well, we're as far as I know, we're supposed to meet Mr. Hunt at some point.
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Well, that was the invitation we had, so I don't know how it works over there, but...
Uh-huh. All right. You're more likely to run into Messermacher around than Mr. Hunt these days.
What's the name of the guy we talked to who'd been there back in the day? He'd only been back in the 40s, though.
Yeah, he was a little after.
So he would have been too young to be there.
Jarvis Green.
Yeah, he would have
right.
been too young to have been there. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's Jarvis Green. What? The 4-year-old one?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Alright, well, clearly we're not wanted here. R-type.
Clearly.
So, let's gather up our stuff and get back in our car and drive away.
All right. He kind of
Keeps it
nonchalantly follows you outside.
Sure, yeah.
Watches which direction you drive off in.
Yeah, we'll drive heading out of town.
Okay.
Is he getting...
What a racist.
Like, as we drive off, I'll, look over my shoulder. Is he getting in his patrol car and following us?
No. It's a small town.
He's gonna be trouble.
Figures he's going to run into you eventually.
He's gonna tip our hand.
I'd take him out.
We need to take care of him.
Why do you need to take care of? You want to kill a sheriff for being a dick.
What's the worst they're gonna do to us?
It's not a matter of what they're going to do to us that you're willing to kill this person.
We're willing to kill Hunt to save the
He's
future.
an alien who's going to destroy the universe.
Right.
I think that justifies
Well,
things
I'm
a
just
little
saying
better.
if the sheriff
This-
gets in our way.
If this sheriff is planning on getting in our way,
Have you... I know we've been through a lot, but have you lost it completely?
no. Listen, what's at stake here?
Apparently the destruction of everything we know and love.
Okay, and if that man tells the alien that there are 3 Mediterraneans coming to have an appointment with him who don't have an appointment with him,
Well, then we...
that's going to tip him off.
Well, if we can get around it without killing people, I'd rather do that.
Well, we could have.
Well, what are you going to do? What were we going to say? I thought that was a legitimate...
We could have been
conversation.
passing through. We could have been tourists.
In any case, I don't think it's justified going and shooting down the sheriff.
Alright,
You don't
alright,
have
I'm
to
gonna
think
be
that.
like, hey,
I have
guys,
a gun.
you guys. Let's calm this down.
So I do
we have
have to
a
think
job to do. We have a mission to do.
Yes, we do.
Quit bickering amongst yourselves. Let's go.
You can give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
No, that's okay. So we're driving out of town towards Snake Mountains.
Okay.
Can we loop around back towards the Hunt farm without going through town again?
Yeah, I mean the road, if I remember right, north to
That's what I
the
thought.
Serpent Mounds, like passes the Hunt plant over there, and it passes his farm
Farm out there.
on the other side.
That's
of
what I
it,
thought, too.
A mile over.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do. Head that way without going back towards town. So the plant, as we drive by, does it look like it's in operation?
Oh,
People
yeah.
coming and going?
Yeah, lots
How's security?
at the plant.
Yeah.
I mean, there's fences. You know, it's not
It's
not crazy. You know,
Not
There-
like Roxbury.
No.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but it looks very active. I mean, there are
So we
old timey cars parked there, and people going about. They're working.
know where Hunt's office is, don't we? I mean, where he stays and stuff.
We have the descriptions that guy gave us from the 50s or the 40s, late 40s, of the hot area where he lived and stayed. And so I think we can figure out where it is in the plant if we need to. But I want to swing by the farm first, and at least we get a sense of whether it's occupied or not. So we can drive up that way. I'm sure it's off the road a bit, so if it's not obviously visible with a car up front or something, let's go a little further, park, and then make our way back kind of quietly.
Okay.
If there's any kind of woods or anything to go through.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's set off from the road probably half a mile.
Okay. Let's go a little further, see if we can't find a little side road or something to let us pull off the main road, hide the car.
Okay. Somebody roll navigation to see if you do an especially good job of that.
100%.
Nope.
We do not.
So you find a place.
We pull off the side of the road. It's very obvious.
Right, and hike in the direction of the farmhouse according to the map as best you can figure it.
Yeah.
And you eventually
Get to the Serpent Mounds.
whoops. And it's midnight. And everything's
Man, I've been here before.
No. No, the first thing you get you actually see of the farm is a stretch of fence, and the it's tall, like 10-foot high barbed wire fence
10 foot high.
Invented in 1873.
Yeah, and about every 50 feet along the fence, there's a wooden sign nailed to one of the posts with a lightning bolt.
Are they keeping velociraptors in there?
Are there little white ceramic, what do you call it?
Mm-hmm.
They just put split the wires in. So it is a large fund. Well, that's good.
You notice that it's kind of like the trees are sort of cut back, a few feet beyond the fence, or on your side of the fence, and then beyond it, there are a few other trees, but there's like a compound, a sort of real clean-looking series of buildings for the hunt farm. Right. You're kind of coming at it from, if this is the main entrance from this, whatever, south or
the road.
Yeah, from the south, then you're kind of coming at it from the north, northwest or something, northeast.
Mm-hmm.
And
seems
excessive.
It seems less like a farm and more like a prison.
Yeah.
Like the fences weren't that high around the factory.
No.
No, not at all. They weren't electrified around the factory. That was just a fence to keep dogs from messing around.
Exactly.
Does it say
this would too?
And giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
How's
I
it
wonder
going?
if they've got any wires buried under it too.
You good? Busy?
We could cut down a tree
Put the salad in.
so that it falls
And then the pork
over the
and
fence.
Cut up.
Cut up the pork.
You know what I mean?
What's that? What?
Like we could cut down the tree during the night and let it fall over the fence, cross the fence that way.
Take it across things to short out and let them know something's happening.
I mean, if they're keeping an eye on the circuit, maybe.
I guess that's the question, is do we want to just... Well, it really comes down to our debate about, is this exactly when we should do it, or is this within the time frame we should do it?
I don't know how. I think that being exact. So
It
many
seems
things have
risky.
to come together.
But this is time travel. I mean, it seems risky. So, by the way, we perused the newspaper while we were driving around.
Sure.
Is there anything happening in 4 days that's noted? No. Okay.
But we have no idea where Hunt is or what's going on.
Well, I would have thought he'd be at the factory, but clearly this place is designed to keep people out.
Yeah.
Or in. So,
or both.
Or both. So, I think it seems like
Is it straight up? Or does it have the little overhang, the angle thing? Yeah, I think our best bet is to try to find the closest tree to the fence that's in the most remote region, somewhere where maybe it's with hills, it's out the side of the farm. Come back at the night, cut a tree down, get it so that it falls over onto the fence and cross the fence there.
See, so many possibilities for this to go wrong.
But if we're going to get in
we're
there,
not lumberjacks.
I mean, you just cut the side that's closest to the fence with a hatchet or an axe, which you can get at the general store.
Or
we've been more or less banned from.
One of those saws, those 2 people saws.
That would be more quiet.
I'm still so iffy about that.
I mean, and if it doesn't work the first time, there's plenty of trees.
If we're going to do that, why not just cut down one of the posts and knock the post over that's holding the wire up?
Well, because
this
that's
post, wood or metal?
dangerous.
Wood, yeah.
That's if it
Does
falls
it look
on
like
the
we
wire,
can do that without getting electrocuted?
I can't imagine.
How good are you at chopping down things?
Well,
Not very good.
You don't have any.
Would
you don't
that
have
be a
any
strength
deep
times 5 roll?
confidence in your. No, this is more like, have you actually trained to do anything to do with chopping things down?
Not at all. I'm an accountant.
There's a car
Uh-oh.
in the not coming at you, but in the compound, the front gate. As you're sort of looking around, I'm assuming you're sort of staying in the tree line and trying to be sneaky. But the front gate is a big corrugated metal door that, when it opens, you can tell it would open wide enough to allow a big truck through. And within and on the inside of the gate, there's a pristine 1931 Packard parked.
You said it's like multiple structures inside the fence. It's not just the old farmhouse. It's other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's sort of the main house. There's various sheds, work buildings, garage. Yeah.
Where's it look like the power's coming from for the fence?
That's another good thought.
You can't tell.
Underground.
So it doesn't look like there's a generator or
That they're running something from
electrical
the plant.
wires.
I mean, if you circumnavigate the entire fence, there's near the front gate, there's a cable kind of coming up from underground that connects, that looks like that's feeding the power, or where that cable connects to. You can't tell.
Right.
There's not a generator. There's not, I mean, there's probably, there's a power line that kind of follows the little road, that leads up here. But and that sort of connects in with it leads over to the house, right? But I don't know. Even the little that you three know about electrical engineering, that doesn't. You wouldn't expect that it would be carrying enough juice to power this entire fence line.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they're probably running some cable underground from the plant or something.
Let's go down a tree.
Alright.
If we're gonna be buying illicit stuff, we should probably go to the next town over.
Yeah.
Since the sheriff's already suspicious.
I agree. Yeah. We're gonna get the stink eye wherever we go. There's 3 obvious foreigners.
Yeah, but
1934 Ohio. Where was the nearest big town?
Oh. The nearest city proper is pretty far away. It's probably a couple hours drive.
Right.
I think that might have been Columbus.
Okay.
Because if I remember right, you're sort of in the southern half of the state.
Might be worth it for the anonymity. We can afford the gas, clearly. We've got the money. Although I don't know if a gas station can break at 20. Well, gas is going to be about $2 at most.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many miles per gallon we get. It's probably like 9.
Yeah.
If that. Yeah.
Well, let's at least go to the next big town that we can find in the atlas.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. All right. You set out and head westward. You can kind of follow the road away from Chester until it connects with another road. And basically, it's very frustrating because every road is back road at this point.
There's no such thing as a non-back road.
Right. So it's, what you figured was a 2-hour drive to get to Columbus is probably 5 or 6, at easily.
We'll stop at the next
And,
well, the next town is probably going to be a poverty-stricken dust heap.
Well, but we just want to buy it.
Are there any old farmhouses around?
Sure.
Why don't we just go steal one out of a barn?
Oh, so it's fine to steal from poverty-stricken farmers, but not to shoot a
We'll
sheriff.
leave the 20 in the barn.
I'm all for that.
Leave a 20 on the sheriff.
The question is, what are we trying to get? We just want to
Well, we just want
to cut down a tree.
A saw
sure.
makes so much more sense. A big saw. A hatchet's going to take for flipping ever.
And if we get a saw, we can make music on it, too.
Alright, so a saw, and what else might we need? What's laying around in a barn?
Flashlight.
Well, that would be in a barn.
Heavy metal farmer.
Yes.
All kinds of random shit in there.
Okay, I'm going to go and steal something out of the barn.
okay.
Really? We don't want to just go to the next town and buy one?
Well, how far away? It's taking too much time. This is
we have to wait till
ridiculous.
nightfall anyway. Right? It's not nighttime. What time of day is it?
Oh, by now you spent a couple hours.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it's a 5-hour drive,
It's of the essence here, people. We don't even
if
know
it's
where
5
we
hours
are.
to
We need to be
Columbus,
moving.
then it's going to be a 10-hour round trip.
We're not
We
going to
can't afford
Columbus. I'm just saying go to a
There
town.
are other small little rinky-dink crappy towns.
All right, we'll go. How
We'll go
far
to
is the
feed
nearest
store.
hardware
Being
store?
supported by Hunt Electrodynamics.
Exactly. Go to a feed store in the next town over. Buy a 2-man wood saw, and a flashlight, some batteries.
Okay.
And some, do they have, like, rubber gloves or anything like that? Is that a thing?
I don't know. If
Probably. No, they exist. I mean,
I would get some of those.
if we can't find
or at least work gloves.
Well, I'm thinking rubber will protect us from the
maybe.
electric currents.
Well, rinky-dink towns not going
Oh,
to
not
have
gonna.
rubber gloves.
But we can get leather work
Store.
gloves so we don't get calluses
All right, let's get
on
them.
our
Get them.
Mediterranean man hands.
Anything else you think we need to buy?
More weapons, if they have any.
We'll buy an axe just in case.
Like a hunting rifle.
Okay. Yeah, who's approaching the
I'm going
the
to.
clerk?
I'm charming.
You all three going in?
That's so.
I don't think three-
you guys know.
Yeah, just one
I'll
guy.
go
Yeah.
shopping.
All right. You go in, and he kind of looks you up and down in
Sure.
a way that you find disquieting and irritating, but
Typical.
getting familiar now. And you lost?
No, we're thinking about renting a place and trying to get some supplies to set it up.
Renting a place.
Yeah, place to stay for a little bit.
He looks around like he's looking around the town. I mean, he's indoors, but
Sure.
you know what he's doing.
He's imagining all the places.
Right.
There's no place to rent.
Right.
Someplace in the country. I'm thinking about getting away from the city for a while.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, down from New Jersey.
What on earth do you come here for?
Just traveling. Seeing the world a bit.
Uh-huh. All right, make it a charisma times 5 roll. Or persuade if you like persuade better.
Oh no. Either one is either is a complete failure. Not a fun one.
Give yourself a persuade roll. Check them.
I will do so.
That's fine. He sort of chews that over and decides he doesn't want to say
That's
stuff.
BS,
And
yeah.
Says,
I don't like the cut of your jib.
well, what can I do for you, Mr. New Jersey?
Well, I got a few things I need, and I could have rattled off what I'm looking for.
What do you rattle?
Saw, flashlight, shovel, gloves. Any stuff you might need at a house.
Country vacation stuff.
Exactly. I gotta do some work on the place.
Hunting
probably.
rifle.
Yeah, maybe.
Submachine gun.
No.
Tommy gun.
Yeah,
Flamethrower.
No.
He,
But in doing this, I'll say, like, how much do you think that's going to be? And I'll pull out the wad of cash and start peeling off a couple of 20s.
all right, well, that gets his attention.
Exactly.
So,
I think one way to overcome racism is
yeah.
and suspicion.
Greed.
He sort of shrugs and says, "Well, let me round some of that up, and I'll calculate it for you." And
All right.
he goes and
Some nails and a hammer.
gets an old crate and starts putting stuff in it, and nails, hammer,
Rifle
axe,
bullets.
hatchet,
Yeah.
wood saw, hunting rifle. You want like for birds or for deer?
Deer. I'm thinking.
All right. So get you
Never shot a deer before.
a 30-06
Why not? I'm from New Jersey.
and some shells. Whatever.
Yeah.
Box of 100 shells. And so he tallies it all. Are you asking for anything that's sort of especially interesting?
No. Nothing really odd. Well, besides the odd mixture of stuff. Going from one person with an obviously bogus story.
Uh-huh. He kind of looks.
While he's doing this gathering stuff, I'll be chatting with him, saying, "Hey, you know any place around here? Like a little farm or something people have to rent?"
Yeah,
No?
nothing like that.
Well, I guess I better keep moving then.
Yeah, check the next county over. They might have.
Yeah, all
Do they have
right.
any oxen anywhere around?
So he kind of tallies all that up and says, "That looks like that'll be Oh, $98.
$98? I'll be shocked. That seems a little high.
You think so?
Well, maybe.
Well, let me do my math again here. He kind of tallies it up. So, says, well, just for special guests of the town, that'd be only $96.
Clearly. Because, well, all right, I guess if that's how much it is.
Just think of it as
Wow.
charity.
Yeah.
This might be your
charity for
grandfather.
racist dickheads.
Yeah.
Yes. That's fine. I'll peel off 100 and say, yeah, just keep the rest.
Oh, thank you, sir.
He's like, Mom.
Exactly. I don't care. Alright, so I'll take the crate of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Say, alright, well, thanks a lot.
All right. Enjoy your stay in
Somewhere else.
Reeves County. Right.
Alright, so back to the car, pile it in.
How many? What'd you get? A rifle?
A rifle, some bullets.
How much? One rifle?
2 boxes of bullets, probably a rifle. Single rifle and 2. What's in a box of bullets?
For that, it'd
6?
probably be 50, so
50,
I'd say
yeah,
100 rounds.
100 rounds.
We should get a shotgun too.
Well, I didn't buy a shotgun.
Well, I mean, not here.
What did you buy? I thought you did.
A 30-06, a Tommy rifle.
We should go somewhere else and get a shotgun too.
Alright, that's fine. Do you want to handle it next time? Because clearly...
You were terrible
Yeah.
at it and lost us a lot of money.
Spent a lot of money, yeah.
We'll try it. Sure.
Don't kill anybody.
Yeah, don't
You're
let
the one with the gun.
the charming person go in and do it.
Then you do it.
And do you think they'll even barter to you then? I mean, that's what they do now, right? Barter?
Barter. Alright, so we're going to swing by some other town,
Okay.
some other general store, and let somebody else buy a shotgun.
Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my friend's buying me out here on a hunting trip, and what do you know? I forgot my gun at home. Do you have a shotgun and some shells I could get?
Where are you hunting?
My buddy's farm. It's still a couple more counties away. I just was driving through and remembered.
Oh, yeah. Whose farm is that? He goes and starts moving around with the guns.
Man named Kyle Davidson.
I don't think I ever met a Cal Davidson. Any relation to... Make a luck roll, actually. Nah, just
You
make
mean
it,
Power times 5?
No, it's just make it a charisma roll.
Pass that.
Okay. So he says, well, maybe he's related to Edgar and Viola. He brings over a double-barreled shotgun and box of 12-gauge shells. And well, now we got you're looking for a shotgun, so I guess you're hunting doves or turkeys or something.
I think that's what he said. Either that or ducks.
All right. Well, these shells will this will take care of you. You know, it's a box of shells. It's not a 12-gauge shotgun. It's like a 16 or 20 gauge. And this will bring them down for you.
Sounds like that's what I need then. What do I owe you?
Oh, it's $20.
Sounds good to me. He'll allow the crisp 20.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it, sir. If I bag anything and I come back here through you, I'll bring you a little turkey to...
I'll flip a bird your way.
I'll drop off an extra turkey for you, okay?
Oh, that sounds real nice.
Unlikely. I mean, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, well, yeah, I'll come back with my shotgun and shells and be like, here's the change. It's only $20.
He sort of follows out to the front stoop of the store and smokes a cigarette and watches you leave.
Yeah, I'll put it all in the trunk and a little salute as we drive off.
Okay.
So heading back to, are we going to try to do what time is it about now?
By now, like late afternoon.
So we need to wait till dark, I guess, for this little plot.
We could drive to another town and say we want to go fishing and buy some dynamite.
No, you're done with small 1934 Ohio
Shops.
towns.
It's not illegal yet.
Dynamite?
Yeah, to fish with dynamite is not illegal yet. You can get a lot of fish if you can go fishing with dynamite.
So what are we going to do in the meantime? Because we do probably want to wait till... But see, we need to figure out where he is. I just feel like we're in this time crunch and we're not using our time wisely.
How is it not wise to arm ourselves?
Well, I mean, it is, but I mean, we need to be quicker, I think.
Well, I mean, let's do some recon at the farm.
Okay, all right, we'll go by there. Reconning the farm.
Yeah.
All right. What shape does that take?
Cutting a tree down and going in.
No. Where are we going to cut it down before it starts?
I assume during the day you
Oh, yeah.
pulled over at some point to eat some of your cans of soup and
Yeah.
yeah.
Beans and franks.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the farm, what's going to happen at the farm?
Apparently, we're going to cut a tree down
At nightfall.
to knock
No,
down.
it's not
the
night yet,
fence. No,
So we're going to kind of, just see if we, see any
Is
movement.
a tree
any
that's
people.
next to the
we
fence?
want a tree to get it that'll fall
Because
across
it's not
the
a
fence.
huge distance. The furthest point from the main house from the fence line is probably 50 yards.
So you're saying it'll be pretty obvious if a tree falls and tears down the fence, they'll know in the house.
I mean, it'll be pretty obvious somebody's chopping a tree down long before that happens.
This was my thought as well.
Okay, so it's not like... I was thinking there was more space and we could find a spot like with the hill between the fence and the house.
No, it's not that sprawling. No. Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of acres, but
Yeah,
it's
that's not
vast. Right.
Right.
Well, we don't even know if he's here.
So are you at this point,
We're parked off the road and debating what we're going to do with it.
And something's definitely happening here. Why don't we just drive the car through it?
Through the gate or through the...
Through the fence.
And come out shooting? And then what? I mean, if it's a house and they're going to come out, and it's a standoff at that point. We're either going to kill the people who come out,
What?
and Hunt's not going to be one of those
Again,
people.
yeah, what if Hunt's not here?
Well,
Then we'll
he's
know
definitely not. Well, he's definitely not coming out of the house if somebody drives through the gate. He's probably got peeps for that or something.
And if that fails, then what are our odds of getting him with the plant?
I mean, we don't know now. We don't know what's going
I don't
on.
know where he is or anything like that.
I mean, we can investigate the plant, which might actually be easier than this farmhouse.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
But they do shifts at the plant, so it's not like there's never a time that there's no one there.
I bet it's quieter at night, and you could probably sneak in pretty easily.
To the plant?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
think so.
Because don't we think that he lives at the plant?
Well, in the 1940s he did,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that was our
1940s.
intelligence from our guy.
no, that was it.
Oh, New Mexico.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
You don't. I don't think you had information as to where he lived.
That's right.
Here in Chester,
But this
One way or the other.
house, this farmhouse, is his house.
Wow.
on the
farm.
on the map and everything.
I want to get into the farmhouse,
Yeah. I mean, he was kind of prepped for it.
but the tree chopping plant's not going to work out. I mean, it could work out.
Let's at least go and sit for an hour or two and observe the house, the compound, and see if people come and go, if there's a different car up front, or if that same car is just sitting in the Packard, or... So let's just observe the place for a little bit.
Okay. The house, the farmhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, so yeah, sure. Give me a rough description.
We'll park where we did before.
Sure.
Hike in through the woods, stay in the tree line, stay hidden, and just watch. Get around where we can see the front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, we'll come to the side where we can see the back and front.
Are you all staying together or different spots?
I think we can spread out a little bit so we get more of a view of the whole compound.
Within, like...
Yeah,
distance.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's your armaments like?
I have a pistol.
Rifle.
You have nothing.
The shotgun.
Oh, the rifle and the shotgun. You want the rifle?
Yeah.
You can have the shotgun.
Easier to hit with the shotgun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Of course, we've only got bird shot for it, but still.
Well, it'll hurt.
So,
It's like you'll accidentally shoot your partner's leg off with it or anything.
you hope. Memories.
And it's not even our legs, so, I mean, we're worried about
exactly. Do you feel weird peeing knowing you're holding somebody else's?
It's kind of exciting.
Is it? Yeah. Interesting.
All right. Okay. Okay, so you sort of spread out, and you're going there after dark?
Yes, after dark.
And okay. And so, you know...
We have one flashlight, so we can make our way close.
Okay.
Then turn off the flashlight and, quietly discuss where we're going to go. And do it.
All right. Well...
Does the farmhouse have, like, any illumination? Like, outside lights or security lights or whatever?
No.
My arthritis.
I mean, there's probably... I don't know. Yeah, there's probably one that's kind of...
A couple of bare bulbs up on a post.
Yeah. On the power pole near the gate. But it's not anything elaborate. So, all right. So as you're getting into position, it feels like you're just making noise like elephants, because you're kind of crunching through the underbrush, and it's the country out here, and it's very quiet. And, you also, as you get in position, you're sort of listening, you kind of, it reiterates, you don't hear a generator running.
Look at the fence is on. I think.
The
depends on the voltage running through it.
Yeah, I think it does.
On.
But but it's very.
I will tell you from experience, you don't want to touch it to find out if it's on.
Yes. Is that on? Or pee on it.
Yeah.
So.
Never tried that one.
So you sort of watch, and it's kind of quiet and boring.
Is there light on in the house?
Yeah, there are lights. There are lights in the house, and but one or two.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a house is it?
It's a farmhouse, so there's probably like 4 bedrooms.
2-story?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Is there
probably like 2 or 3 bedrooms upstairs and a spare one downstairs.
Are there crops planted or anything?
No.
It's just a pasture?
Yeah.
Overgrown or close cropped?
It looks like they
somebody mows it.
They get it mowed once in a while. Yeah. So about so you were going in, so it's November, so it's sundown is pretty early. So if you were going in at say 6 p.m., then about 7 o'clock, somebody comes out of the house and goes to the car,
What's it look like?
We've seen pictures of Hunt, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not Hunt. Actually, you may recognize who's got a good intelligence.
I've got a 14.
14.
16.
Yeah. So you recognize him as somebody who is in photos at the museum. The museum.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there.
I was there.
Dr. Hawtrey, you remember the name, but the other two don't.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pretty sure he was in there as like a long-time assistant to Mr. Hunt, and
Which may mean he's here.
Mm-hmm.
and so he's 40-something-year-old, looks well kempt and kind of clean cut and businesslike, and gets in the car and starts the car up, and the car kind of makes 1931 car noises. You were driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a driving roll for me.
Yes. Really.
Yeah, it sounds kind of funny.
Like, not what you expect from this.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to put your finger on it, but I don't know. Just the timing of it sounds like it's a little. Maybe it's an older car and it's not in great shape or something. But your antennae are kind of hooked up for weird things, and it feels a little weird. But
we're dealing with another time traveler too, so expect some weirdness. Yeah.
So so after he gets in the car, the gate starts opening up of its own accord.
Which is weird for 1930s, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like impossible, but then again, you didn't see a lot of machinery. Like you would expect to see a lot of heavy, gears and things on a gate that size to move it.
No.
And
is it swinging open or rolling open?
Swinging.
In or out? Into the compound?
Yeah, probably out. And so it swings open, and car drives out, and then the gate sort of swings back behind it.
How fast was it opening?
I don't know. Pretty slowly. I mean, not. But
how close am I to the gate?
How close were you to the gate?
Just three of us. Let's make up one, like a roll for which one of us was at the gate end. Just roll for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Because if I see that, I'm going to start trying to get into position to get inside the fence before it shuts. 6.
You were the closest.
Okay.
So I'll kind of like make a little whistling noise when I see that.
And make a bolt for it.
Yeah, I'm going to start moving.
And you're going to be going into the light, right? Those lights that are on the power pole are right over the gate.
Okay.
So if you do, I'm just giving you a heads up. If you go through there, you'll be going right into that pool of light.
Like you said, it's a corrugated metal gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's solid.
So it's solid. So if I stay behind the gate while the car is going past it, he shouldn't be seeing me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going for.
And duck around the gate as it closes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anybody looking out the front of the house would see you, but otherwise you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Yeah, roll don't fumble a luck roll. Let's put it that way.
And that's power.
50-50.
50-50. I didn't fumble it.
Okay. You kind of stumble and crunch on a big old twig and then jump behind the gate, and it closes, and you're right there, well illuminated, but inside, and The Packard drives off.
All right.
Get out of the light.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of the light as quickly as I can. I'm gonna try and look at it to see if it looks like there's a way to open it from this side.
You see nothing like that.
Okay. Well,
So we heard him whistle, and probably from our perspective saw him run over there and do that. So he's inside. I will quietly.
The gate has its own, little lightning bolt painted on it.
Yeah.
Metal gate, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll call out. I'll see if I can find a way to open it from this side.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well.
You're gonna find a way. You're gonna search to find a way to open it from that side.
Well, no. I'm
you do. I hate for you to go in there alone.
Well, I might have to go to the farmhouse to see if I can. If there's a button or something, that'll open it up.
I mean, there should be. I mean, how are they going to let people in if they know?
I mean, it could be a button that's in the car. Because the gate didn't start opening until...
At night.
But then how do you... Well, that's the question these guys were.
I mean, Tesla, he was sending electricity wirelessly.
Well, again, the question is, though, how would you open your gate if the thing's only in the car and the car is not there? So every time someone drives off the car, you can't leave the house?
Doubtful.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, there should be a way to open it inside the house.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of finding it and realizing that that's what it is and that's what it's for.
Without getting seen by whoever else might be in the house.
But anything that sticks out as not 1934 should be...
Push the button.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going there. I've got my rifle. Do you want me to roll anything for approaching the farmhouse?
Well, how are you going about it?
Yeah, carefully, slowly. Crouch down. Stealth.
Yeah. You good to not fumble that.
I didn't fumble.
Okay.
Didn't pass, but didn't fumble.
All right.
Should I get a check for not passing, or... Okay.
All right. So what part of the farmhouse are you creeping up on?
What looks... like, when we were looking at it, did it look like there were multiple entrances, or just the one front entrance?
It's going to be a front and back. It's kind of a classic old farmhouse where it's,
Like a shotgun style. I'll approach the front door, and then I'll just sit there and listen for a moment. Like, did he turn lights off when he left, or are there lights still on?
No, there's lights still on in there. Okay, you
Michael
listen.
Has anybody seen Mike Hunt?
You think you hear something like a clattering sound or something inside, but at once. But
I can take a skeleton and rasp me on something.
Okay, well, I'll try the door. Does it feel locked
what's your
or
constitution? No, just kidding.
electrified?
Not electrified. Give me a luck roll.
Fail.
And locked.
Okay.
There are windows, but the curtains are all drawn.
Okay, well, I'll go around to the back door.
Okay.
Should I make another stealth check, or?
Yeah. What are the two of you doing?
Watching, yeah.
Intensely.
Okay.
Failed the stealth check.
Okay. Get around to the back.
Okay, I'll try that door.
Luck roll.
Pass.
Right.
2.
Well, that one clicks and pushes open.
Gotta say that.
Yeah, I'm
They're
trying
off
to
in the
find a way.
darkness somewhere. You can't see them
Yeah,
or hear them unless they're really going to be
No.
loud.
yeah. Okay, well, I'll push it with the rifle open and peer in.
Okay. I mean, there's you can see light from what looks like the kitchen / sort of dining area, and there's a door that's sort of standing open slightly that has this kind of weird orangish reddish light coming out of it.
Yeah.
Is it hot?
Mm-hmm.
So can you kind of sketch it out for me? Just so I can make sure I'm understanding it right.
Sure. We're going to use this one.
Okay.
It doesn't want to zoom really well.
Sure.
But, alright. So, you're at the front porch.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work, so you kind of went around to the back. And the back door is,
Right there.
I guess it's more of a side door. Okay.
Yeah.
So I lied about having a front door. And, so you went around to the side door and up onto the porch, and inside there's the kitchen. So you're probably coming into the kitchen or the living room. And you're looking in, and there's from the porch, so you can sort of see into the kitchen where there's a light on. And beyond that, like the hallway is dark, but you can kind of see from one of the doors propped open that are from coming down the hall. There's that sort of weird reddish light.
Is there someone in the kitchen?
No.
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 But the light's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, there's like a plate of food, somebody's pretty basic fried steak dinner.
But not
that was
vegetables.
in being mid-eaten when I left, apparently.
Okay.
I call from the sheriff.
Strange foreigners.
Okay. Well, I'll go in through this living room door. Because that one's dark, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go in there. Look about. I'm guessing if there's a button for that gate anywhere, it's gonna be in this little entrance hallway. So I'm gonna work my way there, but I might keep my eye open in the living room too. Should I make a search check?
Here we go. This is way better. In fact, I'm going to save that image because it's useful.
What you got here?
Barbecues. On my pictures.
White stout. How are those?
Not as good as I would like.
Here we go.
Okay.
Alright, that's way better.
Mm.
Alright. So you're going into the little atrium into the darkened living room?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay, so what are you doing as you get in there?
I'm gonna look around. I've got my rifle at the ready, but I'm gonna work my way towards this front hallway because I've got the feeling if there's a button to let people in, it'll be there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. All right. Look, you come in and I mean the living room. It looks. It's clean. It's well put together. It smells of smoke, like cigarette smoke. There's a radio. It feels a little homey. Not like there's a wife and kids running around, but you kind of get a sense of sort of 1930s bachelor pad kind of homey. And but it's very dark. You're working off of kind of reflected light from the kitchen,
right,
coming in. So you're having to walk kind of carefully, unless you brought the flashlight. I don't know who had the flashlight.
He had it, so.
I think we only did one.
But coming
$50.
into the living room from the north. You see the light from the kitchen kind of from as it comes down the hall, sort of the other door across the room, other opening across the room there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna move carefully, make sure I don't bang against the coffee table or whatever, and make my way to the hallway.
Okay, so yeah, you get to the main hall, and there's the front door right there, and across from it there's a parlor that's dark, and then you've got the main hall, the main sort of corridor leading forward, going toward the dining room and kitchen and pantry, and then there's a set of stairs leading up, and the weird red light. Let's see, you're right there, and you saw it from in there. So I think the weird red light is going to be coming from like this corner, right? So the floor plan here, ignore what looks like it's a door, hinge there and there. Those are just going to be openings like into the corridor there. And so from where it says dining room, that doorway right there is an actual door that's standing open slightly and has the light heat coming out of it.
Okay. Alright, so looking around here in the hallway, is there a way to open up the, do I see a button or anything that looks like it could be pressed? Or
no.
Wall switches, or...
No, I mean, there are little buttons on the wall, sure, you don't recognize, but their functions are.
I'll turn on the lights here. Or those old ones you push one in, push one in.
Okay, well, I'll walk down the hallway towards the reddish-orange light and just kind of peer through that crack in the door.
Yeah, alright. Are you still trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Alright, roll, yeah. Roll stealth again.
In 11 or less. 41. I didn't fumble.
Mm-hmm.
What would you need to pass?
11 or less.
Oh dear. Nice try. Never give up.
Okay. That was also a failure, and the next failure is the lowest roll wins, so you roll lower. So
awesome.
All right. So you get to the doorway and look inside, and there's a set of stairs like leading down. It looks like it's leading into a cellar, and you can hear some like shuffling around down there.
Okay.
Of some kind.
Okay. Well, if he's not on this level, I'm going to go back to the hall and I'm going to start pressing those buttons.
Okay. In the hall, so you press one, and the hall light comes on.
Mm-hmm.
And you leave it on, or you turn it off again?
I'll turn it off again.
Okay. And there's another one next to that you press, and the porch light comes on.
Okay.
And comes off again. And those are the only lights that are going to be in the hall.
Those are the only two switches?
Yeah, next to the only switches in the hall proper. So
and I didn't
there's more, inside the entry to the parlor and inside the entry to the living room.
Yeah.
Presumably in the kitchen.
Presumably light switches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll try all of the switches. Hopefully one of them
magically opens the gate.
Okay. All right. So you flip on the lights in the parlor and off again.
Mm-hmm.
Flip on the lights in the living room and off again.
Like, if there's only one switch in a room, I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
That's obviously the light to that one room.
Okay, all right. So
Shane, real quick, if he's been gone more than about, if it's getting close to 15 minutes,
Oh, yeah.
I want to work my way back to the car.
Okay.
Leave her there to watch. Him there to watch.
Yeah.
And drive around to the road that goes in.
Okay. Sure.
If it's just think fast, like knock down an electrified gate or something.
We have to.
All right. Then, all right. So where else are you going? You've been to the parlor. You've been to the living room. Been in the hallway.
I mean, if it's gonna be anywhere, it's either gonna be here at the entrance or it's gonna be down there with him. So,
What about outside by the door?
I mean, I was already out there by the front door and I didn't see anything. So, I'm gonna go back to here and ease my way down there and start trying to stealthily go down those steps.
Okay.
So I've seen the porch light go on and off, that backlight go on and off. So I know, like, maybe you're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I don't hear any screams. I don't hear any gunfire or anything. So, but yeah, I'm getting nervous at this point.
Okay. So the two of you need to excuse us for a minute.
Sure.
All right. We can try stealth again.
Let's do it.
Stealthing down these stairs.
did not fumble.
Would you roll?
74.
Okay. All right. So you get down to the bottom of the stair. You go down the stairs enough that you can kind of look out, and see. And as you do, it looks like a crazy workshop. Like there's things kind of half built and sprawled all around that don't really make sense, but you think must be some kind of technology, and metals that you can't really identify, and little runes half carved, and some of them inlaid with other metal, with copper or gold, and just all kinds of weird shapes, and you see a couple of little gold blocks that look kind of familiar, and Arthur Hunt is standing right there, looking up and sort of staring at you with this blank look in his face.
There's only one thing to do then.
What's that?
Shoot him.
Okay, make a power times 5 roll.
Oh, I failed it by 3.
Oh, that was not smart.
No.
Okay, so he sort of, his eyes kind of catch your eyes, and he says, "Stop," and you stop, and like you're, I don't know, you're sort of staring into his eyes is like staring into, to the center of a whirlwind. It's just absolutely mesmerizing. And he tells you to, he says, "Tell me who you are." Well, what do you tell him? You have to tell the truth.
I don't know. I don't know who my body is. That's the truth.
Why are you here?
To save the universe.
How are you going to do that?
Stopping you.
How are you going to do that?
Isn't it obvious?
Who came with you?
2 friends.
Where are they?
Outside.
In the house or outside the house?
Outside the house.
Did you kill Mestonmacher?
Who?
My assistant.
He left?
I
The
see.
one who left?
Yes.
No.
Does he know you're here?
No.
Well, good. Go upstairs. There's a telephone in the kitchen. Use the telephone to call the sheriff's office. The phone number is next to the phone. And tell the sheriff's office to come to the front gate, but not to come inside, and to wait for Mestenmacher. And then kill both of your friends if you can manage it.
All right. Guessing I have no choice in that part.
He looks away and goes back to work.
Do I feel like my own free will come back, or
No.
I guess I do what he says then.
Okay.
I go upstairs and there's a phone number next to there. Is there only one phone number?
No. There's numbers for they're labeled for the plant, like 3 or 4 phone numbers for various parts of the plant. The sheriff's office, the mayor's office. Basically the useful phone numbers for the town, and a few phone numbers you don't know what their provenance is.
Okay.
So, you may spend a D4 willpower points and try to make another power roll.
Definitely got to do that. 4. So that brings me to 6. 92.
Okay.
So pick up the phone and call the sheriff and tell him to wait.
Pass along the instructions.
Yeah.
All right. So the sheriff's, whatever the receptionist says, I'll pass that along. Who's calling? That's not you, is it? Alan? Whatever his name was.
I'll just hang up the phone.
Yeah, it was Alan. All right. Okay, now what?
Supposed to kill my friends, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. Try and kill your friends if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Can I spend more willpower to try again? To stop?
Sure.
Just doing 1 this time. If this fails, then it's obviously failed. Okay, so I head outside.
All right. So tell me generally what's the scheme? I don't want to get too far ahead because at some point, they'll make rolls.
Yeah,
but...
well, I'm planning on walking towards the fence, kind of out in the open.
Okay.
Going to the side, but kind of, down at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
They trust me. They're my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll, as I get closer, I'll kind of whistle the truck and be like, hey, it's okay, come on out.
Okay. Hey, Amber?
Yes?
Okay, you're up. Come here.
Okay.
I guess describe that. You see Fulquist come out of the front.
Yeah, I walk out the front door, completely casually.
Okay.
I've been in there
For a minute.
it's probably been 10 minutes after you saw the lights switching on and off.
Okay.
And I come back, I'm walking casually out. I'm approaching the fence generally about where I thought you were at.
Is anybody with you?
No, there's no one with me or anything.
Okay.
I've got my rifle still, and I whistle, and I'm like, hey, it's okay, come on out.
Okay. I'm going to tentatively kind of step out.
What's your unit skill?
I have decent 50.
Yeah, make a roll. It's dark. I mean, it's kind of hard to read language and expressions.
54.
It is hard to
Give
read
yourself a
language.
check there.
Yeah, get a check.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out Fulquist.
Yes.
What's going on?
Hawtrey.
I'm just gonna look around. What's happening?
Where's,
Who's in the house?
it's just time.
In the house?
Yeah, it's just time. I think this is a good chance for us to take him. Where's Dressner?
How come you can yell from there without... Are you worried about attracting attention?
No, he's in the basement. He can't hear anything.
He went to get the car.
He did?
Yes.
When?
A few minutes ago. We were
5-10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He'll be back soon then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what do you think we should do? What's the plan?
Well, you still got your shotgun, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what we should do then. We should take him out.
How do you know for sure he's in the basement?
I saw him down there.
You saw him and he didn't see you?
No. Here, come on. I found a way to open up the gate. Let's start walking that way.
Well, I'm still on the outside and you're on the inside.
Right, so let's start walking towards the gate.
I want to wait.
Well, if he's got the car, I mean, I would feel safer with you on this side of the gate with me. And you would feel safer on this side.
No, I would not feel safer. I
Why
want to
not?
wait for Dressner. I'll wait for Dressner. He's going to be here any minute. So you can go ahead and open the gate if you want.
You had a lot of penalties because you were kind of behind a tree partially, right?
Yeah,
You
and
probably
Blood
weren't,
was
like,
very suspicious.
cowering, but
Very suspicious.
so make it at a net -20
Sure.
for your shot.
Oh, very much fail.
Okay. Is it a fumble?
No, it's not a fumble, just a fail.
All right.
Okay, I'm running behind the tree now.
I haven't shot my
Pumping my
firearms this
shotgun.
time, right?
No.
Oh, I didn't do my checks from last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you got checks left over from last session, then bump each of them up and erase the checks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a bolt action rifle, so you fire in one shot and work the action, and then
I'm
at that point, like the combat rounds begin. So what's your dexterities?
Come on,
In your
Rick.
13.
I went down my new body. I'm a 12.
Okay. So you're first.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to the side and try and get a little better shot and just do it again. So still at -20, right?
You're trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've actually shot at her, I'm gonna try that again.
Sure. Yeah.
Are you not even talking? You're not saying anything. You're just trying to kill me. Fulquist, have you lost your mind? You've been taken over.
Critical success.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. You snap out of it.
Alright.
So what do you do?
Fulquist, what the fuck?
I dropped the rifle when I snapped.
All right, I'm coming out with my rifle from around the tree.
Okay.
So get out here. Get out here. Keep your hands up and get out here.
He's very visible in the open, if I remember right.
Yeah.
On the other side of the fence.
Yeah. But, like, I understand about body takeovers and shit, so I'm like, come out.
I can't. I don't know how to open the gate.
What
Listen,
happened?
when I went down there, Hunt saw me and he mesmerized me. And he told me to call the sheriff. The sheriff is on his way. He's going to be waiting by the gate until the aide comes back. He also told me to come out here and kill both of you. And I just snapped out of it. I'm so sorry I shot at you.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean to. That wasn't me. But I know you have no reason to believe me, but
well,
I don't.
I'm gonna ask, like, if I can tell, was there any change in your... Because I've seen...
Sure, I mean, yeah, I would look shocked. I'm sure, because I tried to shoot you, and I don't care about you the way you care about me, but...
We need the car here, so I'm gonna be like, okay, well, Dressner's coming in a minute, we'll bash through the gate, we'll finish this. But just stay away from your gun right now.
Sure.
Just in case.
Yeah.
That was weird. Now I know how you
Don't
felt
look.
when I shot you.
When we go and face hunt, do not look in his eyes. Okay.
Okay, got it. Don't look. Okay.
It was like looking into a kaleidoscope. I couldn't do anything but listen to what he said.
Okay, so we have to kill him, obviously. Do you think he's, like... Can we kill him with...
I mean, it looked like it. I mean, he stopped me from shooting him.
Hey, John, you'll be driving up about now.
Okay. All right.
You guys hear a car coming.
Okay, I'm gonna look. Wait till I know it's him. And I'm going to tell him, drive through the gate. Right now, drive. Drive through, yes, drive through the fence.
Okay.
It would probably be easier to drive through the fence than the gate.
Yes, drive through the fence.
Okay, so I see
I'm going to
him.
get in the car. I'm going to
You see her, like, I've got my hands in the air and my guns to the side. And she was pointing her shotgun.
Shit.
Oh.
That's okay. We need to.
It's a piece of shit
That
there.
chair's gotta go.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna like,
drive through the.
yes.
Alright, I'll gun it.
The gate would pop open quicker than the fence would.
Oh,
The fence is like,
It'll snag.
you'll just sort of pull through it and be surrounded.
Yeah, I'll just try to gun it and smash through the gate.
All right.
So I have 30 spare cars.
Look up my fancy vehicular impact rules that I.
You have vehicular impact rules?
Betcha. Always trying to knock things down. Make a driving roll at plus 20.
Okay. No.
Oh,
I do not.
Okay. So you slam into the gate, but you didn't get enough speed up first because you just sort of slam into the gate.
Right.
And take a d6 damage.
Personally?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ow, that hurts. I broke something.
put your seatbelt on.
I don't think they have one.
I know.
You're just supposed to know not to slam your car into things.
I don't think seatbelts came around until.
Not until Ralph Nader made such a stink of things.
Exactly.
And so you sort of slam into the gate, and there's like this shower of sparks. So, Dressner, give me a luck roll. 50-50 chance.
Low? If it's high, I failed. At 54.
Okay. So, you slam into it, and there's this shower of sparks as this current sort of goes through the steel bumper and through the all-steel construction of your heavy-ass 1934 vehicle.
31 vehicle.
31 vehicle.
Whatever, yeah.
Are they rubber tires?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
And,
Can't you back out? Try to back out.
They were optional in 49.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure electricity travels faster than the gear shift.
Yeah. So, okay. So roll a d10.
9.
Okay. So your heart stops,
Well, shit.
and yeah, the two of you see that.
The smash of the.
And you smash the thing. It doesn't. It sort of bends, but doesn't break all the way. And the car, there's sort of this shower of sparks, and off the fence and off the car, and then the car sort of recoils away a couple of paces, and then it stops, and it's very still. There's sort of yes.
Is the car electrified? Is there any way to get to him?
No,
It's not connected anymore.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to him
Mm-hmm.
and try to do CPR to restart his heart.
Okay. Roll first aid.
I don't think I have much of that.
I'm gonna pick his rifle back up.
Nope. No. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear Hawtrey's, manly now voice in there, panic.
Live, damn it, to live.
He's not waking up.
He's not waking up. I think he's dead.
Are there still sparks showering off of the broken gate, or does it look
Not
like
showering. There's probably
Occasional.
I don't know. Give me a luck roll.
That you passed.
93.
No.
Shit.
There's still sparks sort of occasionally from a couple of the wires that are.
How far did it get pushed open?
I mean, it didn't really get pushed open as much
Is the
as
car run?
it got kind of dented pretty heavily.
Is it run? Because I'm gonna then try to push him over.
The car's stalled now. I mean, you could
I'm
probably
gonna
start it
try
again.
to start it and ram it through the gate.
Okay.
Back it up and get to
Yeah.
speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That electricity is just what we need to get his heart
That's
started.
right. You would take a wire.
Just pick him up with your man hands and throw him against the gate.
It may be the last.
Clear!
It may come to that.
A little more control.
All right. Make a driving roll. What did I give you? Plus 20? You do it at plus 40 because you saw him fail.
Yes, I make it.
Give yourself a check for driving.
Yeah, take a driving check.
Okay, I make it.
All right. The car smashes through. Make a luck roll.
Where is luck?
It's 50-50.
That's
good.
Okay.
Good.
All right. And it sort of breaks the circuit just enough for you to not get zapped, and you barrel through the gateway into the yard.
Do you know CPR?
I can try.
Try to save him.
Oh, 10% of it.
First aid's already been tried on him. He's fucked.
Yeah.
I know 0%
A
surgery,
magical
0% medicine.
occult.
No.
I can speak Aclo at him. I know anatomy.
You know where the heart would
Right.
be. It's right over there. But it's
All right, well, we need to
Chemistry.
go. Did you say the sheriff's on his way?
Yeah,
We need to go kill Hunt then.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
it is pistol.
What are you going to do?
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay, so come on with me. I'm gonna point my rifle up in the air and make another gunshot.
Okay.
And then clock it back up, and I'll say, follow me, wait in the hallway. He's in the basement. I want to see if I
He was in
can...
the basement. He's probably out now.
Right, but if he's still down there, I'm going to pretend like I've killed both of you, like he asked me to do, and see if I can get the drop on him again if he thinks he's still controlling me.
I think I should try to cover you on that.
Yeah, from the top of the basement.
Okay, yeah. All right.
And I'll call out your name if something's going on.
Okay,
Or to lure you in if he gets repossessed.
that's true.
All right. So you're going back in the front door?
Yeah.
Both of you?
No, I'm watching I'm staying some
porch?
feet back from him to see. So you go in the house first, and I'm kind of watching through the door.
Okay. All right. So what do? You go in the front door.
Yeah, I'll go in the front door. I'm gonna try and walk like I own the place. Like, you know, I'm still confident in everything. And walk back downstairs. See if Hunt's still there.
And you're staying outside this whole time?
No, because I'm just saying I'm keeping cover on him. So I'm back far enough to see what he's doing, but I'm not right up next to him.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, from the front door, like you're not up on the porch, right? You're sort of downstairs in the yard, but you can still see he leaves the front door open. You can see through the hall, down the sort of corridor, and you can kind of see that there's light in there from the kitchen where the kitchen light was on, and you can probably see that sort of reddish. There's like reddish light coming out from the door across from the kitchen in the same main hallway there. And all right, so you going in and you're heading to the down the hall.
Yeah.
To the red door.
And I'm not being
stairs.
I'm not being stealthy at all. I'm not gonna walk like a little heavier than normal. That way I can try and mask her sneaking behind me.
Okay. Are you sneaking behind him while he's doing that?
I'm keeping him in sight whenever he gets out of my sight. I mean, I'm staying as far back as I can.
But you're not
while
going into
keeping
the
him.
house.
Not if I can see him from outside the house.
No, I wanted you to cover me from the top of the stairs.
But I want to be sure that he didn't come up the stairs after all the commotion is waiting to shoot you in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So if I can see you, I'm going to be outside, plus I can hear if anything's, if the sheriff or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you head down there. You head down the corridor and roll alertness.
Pass.
Okay. As you're as you're going down that little corridor, like there's light coming from the kitchen, from
Right.
the right side of coming out there, and there's a shadow being cast from the kitchen of somebody in the doorway, just out of sight.
Sure.
It's a weird shadow. Like I don't know.
It doesn't look human.
No, it looks kind of elongated and snaky.
Okay. Well, how far away was I when I saw that?
Oh, say, I don't know, you're about halfway down the thing, so probably about 10, 15 feet.
Sure. I'm gonna turn around and point towards the kitchen, and then I'll stop and yell, "Hunt! I've got him. What next?"
Come into the kitchen.
So you should be walking around the house.
Yeah, to the back, because
Yeah.
that's where, yeah.
So yeah, I'll turn and see if she's still there and point at the kitchen again. And
You doing it stealthily or quickly?
Quickly.
Okay.
yeah, and then I'll walk and I'm gonna have my my rifle ready, and
Wait till you
I mean, I can't really wait if I'm gonna get the drop on this guy.
yeah.
So, right before I get to the kitchen, I'm gonna do the the roll and shoot.
With a rifle?
It can happen.
It could happen.
Sort of.
Yeah.
What's your dodge skill like again?
Out
32.
of this world.
Yeah, I got a 1 in 3 chance of making this
You've
work.
seen somebody do that in a movie one time.
Yeah.
All right.
It didn't look hard.
Well,
It didn't look really easy.
So what that's going to do for you is give you a dodge roll when you come in there and
He tries to take my head off.
and yeah, Hunt's facade drops and this long viper head snaps out at you. So you're so fucking lucky. You missed.
Does his teeth fall out?
No,
The fumble?
no, but he missed. So you don't have to make your dodge roll.
Okay.
So with your fancy rolling maneuver, you can take a shot.
Yeah. Right. Wow. No. No.
But it looked.
It was not a fumble, but just a no.
Okay. So
All right, so I hear
you're
that.
running around the side,
Mhm.
and you're running around the side, and you get around on the side of the house. There's a little smaller set of stairs with a smaller porch, the side porch that leads up into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, you can see straight through the doorway, and across from it is the other doorway, and there's a big ass 7 or 8 foot tall snake man, kind of looming over your friend Fulquist
Well, I'm
and
gonna
his
shoot
rifle.
the shit out of there.
So, dexterities. Who's got what?
13.
Yeah, I think I've got 12. 12, yeah.
Okay. So on 13,
Is it a roll off?
roll a d10.
7.
I got a 6, so you can go first.
Alright. Yeah. Do I have to take a turn
No, you just get one shot per round.
Okay. So yeah, I'll shoot him again. How many shots do I get?
With one of those, I think it's 5.
Kind of rolled to see if I would have thought to reload
Sure, make an intelligence
before
test.
I walked in here.
Intelligence times 5.
I passed.
Okay, yeah. Now you have 4.
And that is a crit on the shot.
All right.
Woo!
So it's the damage is a D12 plus 2,
Oh my god.
and
So 2d12 plus 2? Or
plus
2d12 plus 4?
Yeah.
Sweet. Come on, make it good. Ooh,
That's
pretty
a
good.
14.
All right. So the bullet kind of slams into, right into his snaky midsection, and instead of popping out the side with his spine the way you hope it would, it kind of there's this sort of weird sort of liquidy spark, and what's left of the bullet kind of is dripping like a stain off of the scales.
So it didn't penetrate him at all?
And the there's this sort of furious hiss as he lashes out at you.
Why wouldn't I have gotten a shoot yet?
Just your dexterity.
Yep.
Interaction.
All right. So 73 is just barely a hit, but it's a hit. And you already acted, so no dodging.
Yes. 73 is barely a hit.
Mm-hmm. He's good at biting people. All right. So the bite proper is 5 points of damage.
Oh, good, that was my willpower I was thinking of. Okay. Alright.
And the venom, it'll probably take a while to sink in, so... Not a very long while. All right. You can already feel things inside burning. You can go now.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. I don't blame you.
I'm aiming for the head part.
Well, how are you...
Getting closer would give you better damage and a better bonus to hit.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't know.
With the shotgun, if you want to be within, I think it's 10
Like
meters.
my Mossberg, it says 1 to 10 is
Yeah.
2d10.
Yeah.
11 to 50 is 2d6, and 51 plus is 1d6.
Right,
But
so-
shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be the same damage or not.
No, it's less damage with what she's got. All right, so you can move up and take your shot.
What am I rolling?
It's firearms. You get a plus 20 for using shot in a shotgun.
Nope. Miss.
Give yourself a check.
Yeah.
How much did you miss by?
A lot. 24.
And the snake kind of whips its head around to look in your direction and glare. And both of you need to make sanity rolls, by the way.
I'm not, I'm averting, I'm remembering what you said about the eyes, and I'm
Not
never
looking
looking
at
at
its
the
eyes.
eyes.
Let's see.
I'm avoiding it.
Sanity, I pass.
Okay.
So did I.
All right.
Oh, critical.
That's
Isn't that a thing?
Match.
44.
Yep.
Good,
Yes.
good. Okay.
Do I get anything special?
All right.
Yeah, we both get to lose 1.
All right. Yeah. Take a point off, and Kush, you just got snake bit by a horrible, unnatural serpent dude. So make another roll for you for suffering violence.
Sure. Do we get points for losing sanity from the unnatural still?
You get what now?
Points if unnatural whenever you lose sanity to the unnatural. That was a rule.
Add skill to it? Not necessarily. Like if you go insane due to temporarily insane due to an unnatural encounter, then that might give you a boost in your unnatural skill.
Okay.
It's not a common thing.
Sure. Oh, fail.
Okay, let's see. Is that So is this equivalent to getting stabbed, strangled, or shot, or set on fire? We'll call it shot. Make it a roll. Then again, you can tell you're poisoned. Yeah, make a d6.
4. Okay. So, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to put me past my breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to become adapted to violence.
Yeah.
And I don't want either of those things to happen.
Okay. Well,
So-
you can project that onto a bond.
But I've only got 4 willpower points.
Well, that's complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, so that means that if I roll a 4, I will pass out
Or something.
or
I'm
something.
gonna have 17 more PowerPoints.
Or,
For things.
like, having... If I get adapted to violence, that means I'm basically shutting down, right?
No, not necessarily.
Losing empathy, or
Yeah, it means your charisma's going to drop through the floor.
honestly,
Well, no, I mean, like, right now, am I still going to be able to act? Or I guess it depends
As
on
long
what...
as you have willpower, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just take it then. So that drops me down to 58. So my
Make a note somewhere you've earned a new disorder from violence.
okay, and I'm adapting to violence.
And roll a big, fat, 6-sided die for how much charisma you lose. You
Uno.
guys are so lucky.
Mhm.
I mean, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the poison.
And my new break
and the deadly electric.
and my new breaking point is gonna be my old breaking point
It's
minus
going to
my
be,
power.
what's your
right?
sanity right now?
58.
That minus your power.
Okay, so 43. All right. Okay. Sounds
Yeah, you're flipping out.
good. Well, I guess we gotta roll off to see if he goes first again.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a new turn. Yeah, roll a d10.
4.
I got a 1, so you're up.
Okay. All right, yeah. So this is... I've got 3 shots left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this again. Nope.
You get a plus 20 because it's just right up in your grill.
Nope.
Okay. And he is going to sort of leap slitheringly or slither leapily in your direction.
I don't blame
I
him.
want to get out of the way.
I would have been man walking, probably.
And let's see. Can you get over that quickly? I think that's going to be his turn.
Getting
I'm going to
close.
give him. Yeah, I'm going to let him dodge if you manage to shoot him, but he's not going to get to attack you this time.
Good. Then I will shoot him.
Do it.
Do I get my 20?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Okay.
Some ally you are.
Terrible. Well, I have a terrible fire, even with the 20 bonus.
Dresden would shoot better than you are.
He would. He would be shooting better than me, but
And
Dresden's
he's
dead.
dead.
He's
He
dead.
would still shoot better than you.
Shit.
And he's dead.
sad.
All right. So,
One of those wires might just accidentally flop over on you and wake you up. In your
I don't know.
No?
top of the new turn. Roll a d10.
Is this how many hit points I lose from the poison?
No, we'll get to that in a few minutes.
3.
Okay, I rolled a 9, so this time he's going to snake first. So, Snaky Bite gets up and lashes out at you.
Now, in real life,
Okay.
snakes only have so much poison and have to spend time regenerating it. So I don't know if he has like a gallon of venom in his venom sac or how their physiology works.
Like an
But
Do you know off the top of your head how many they usually have venoms?
I mean, they usually use venom when they're hunting.
Mhm.
And so they use it they bite and they inject it once and then they don't have to eat again for months.
Mm-hmm.
So most snakes, it's like one. I think others who use it for self-defense, they have more, but...
I'll give Hawtrey a luck roll if it comes to it.
Okay.
Snap. And that's a hit. You want to try to dodge it, or you want to just suck it up and
If you dodge
be
it,
able
you
to
can't
shoot.
shoot at him.
How about the unit?
Not that it's mattered for you, but...
So what, that's my dexterity?
Okay,
What's your dodge skill?
what's your dodge skill?
30.
I would shoot.
Alright.
Because you have a better chance of shooting than you do of dodging. How many hit points do you have?
15.
Okay.
Bad news for you. The amount of venom in a snake's venom gland, measured as the actual amount extracted by milking, increases exponentially with the size of the snake. It
Okay.
can range from 1 to 850 milligrams.
Right, but
So
what's
the
the
largest
dose?
venomous snake, I don't know how much each bite does, but if the largest actual snake,
That's 850
15
milligrams. That's almost a liter.
Yeah.
if it's milliliters, if it's liquid, yeah. So that's a lot.
That's a lot of
He's
poison.
probably
So
got 2
he's-
liters. He's got a bottle of Coke sitting right here,
Full of venom.
full of venom.
Hit
Alright.
this guy.
So that's 4 points of damage just from the bite. And you can feel your veins starting to burn.
I didn't want to die in the end either. I'll just tell you.
Well, you didn't dodge, so
You get to shoot,
so you can try to shoot him.
and he's right there on you.
Probably
Dagger
plus
away,
30.
presumably screaming
Okay.
from this gigantic
I'm pissed.
fangs that just poked you in.
There you go.
Yes.
What's that?
21.
21. All right, that's gonna hit. So roll 2.
D20?
No, it's 2d8. I'll say.
May only have one out. Just roll
No.
first.
that's it. 6.
Whether snakes can control the amount of venom they inject or not is a hotly contested thing among herpetologists. Some believe they can control it, others not.
Okay. Well. So
What's he
the
looking like?
serpent sort of recoils away, and there's this kind of splatter of blackish purple blood, and it looks. I mean, you can't really read serpent facial expressions all that well, but it kind of staggers away in a surprised kind of way, and it's a new turn.
Kill
D10.
this thing.
7.
I got a 6, so you're up
Alright.
first.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Yes. It's not a crit, unfortunately. But so +2, right? D12 +2?
Yep.
8.
Okay. So you hit it from behind, and your bullet kind of skitters off of its shoulder, for lack of a better word, and there's another sort of splatter of gore, and let's see what that do.
So you need to make a con check?
No, not this time. So, all right. So the serpent. What does the serpent do? The serpent sort of staggers back and whips its head around again at you and hisses, "Aid me!" Power
Aid
roll.
me?
Aid.
Oh, what?
Aid. Who knows what I was talking about?
Okay, I passed, but it's a 17, so
All right.
yeah.
So he can beat you.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to succeed with a higher roll, so
He succeeded with a 0.8.
Yes!
Your roll.
Oh.
You may decline if you so choose.
Nah, I think I'll side with this. No. I happen to like my friend more than this snake.
And the
man I'm trying
snake,
to do.
thanks.
All right, you're up. What do you do?
Isn't it her turn?
Oh, did you go first that turn?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll go again.
Okay.
Never mind, I'm sorry. I'll shoot him again. No, it's her turn.
All right.
I'm definitely shooting him again.
I forgot that, otherwise I would have put the mojo on the Hawtrey.
What you do?
No, I didn't. Even snakes get confused.
Those are 2d8s.
I was like,
That's
I'm
2d8s.
so confused. It's 40. Okay.
I mean, it would be better. The
Yeah.
highest you can roll is an 88, so.
Oh, no. Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
You need to reload. It's a double barrel.
Oh, yeah, that is a double barrel shotgun. Yeah, you totally need to reload. So, it's a new turn.
Do I feel the burn?
Not in a good
You're
way.
about to, yeah.
6.
Okay, I got 3, so you go first. And he's kind of limping backwards to give you a clear line of shot on Hawtrey.
Hawtrey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 38. Yes.
That a hit?
That's a hit.
All right. How many hit points you have, Hawtrey? No.
He's not shooting.
12.
All right. The giant serpent flops to the ground, gasping and writhing and bleeding from a giant hole in it.
Dead?
Well, it's still sort of twitching and writhing there.
Yeah.
You need
I'm
that.
gonna totally reload and shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very shakily.
Yeah. And I'm going to do the same thing. I walk over there and
Yeah.
put my
Boom,
boot
boom.
on its neck and
All right.
put the rifle to its nostril.
Okay, so as you do, you sort of stare into its snaky eyes.
No.
Where it tries to
I know
put you
better
to
than
stare
that.
into
I
its
know better
snaky
than that.
eyes. Make a power roll. I know. This guy's a dick.
35.
Is the highest success succeeds? Is that
The
right?
highest success succeeds.
Fuck. 17.
Why are you asking me? You wrote the rules.
Just looking for a loophole. So, all right. So you kind of feel for a moment. You feel this kind of pressure in your mind from outside. I mean, it was kind of similar to what you felt when he told you, "Hey, go murder your friends," and that seemed like such a great idea. But times about 1,000,000.
He was,
but it doesn't have enough time to kind of really sink in before you pull the trigger. And as soon as you do, snake brains go everywhere, and that pressure just evaporates.
Well done.
see you in hell.
Well done, Fulquist. We need to get that out of here.
I want to go downstairs to all of that shit that's down there. And
Well, first,
oh right, yeah. First I die of the poison, and then I go downstairs.
first get each of you get a D6 sanity points.
We get them back?
4.
For defeating a threat.
God damn.
One. I'm still upset.
I got back as many as I lost.
Not me.
And then there's this sort of sudden, jarring snap in reality. And Fulquist, you're working in a in a lab in Chicago, and as you kind of look around, startled, and gasping, you've got your coworkers there, doing their thing and cracking jokes, and
like he'd been there the whole time,
and nothing seems amiss, and it's you kind of look around or check your phone, and it's you kind of count back, and like, this is the time when you got the call to come out to Chester, Ohio, several months ago for what turned out to be the investigation of what was going on there. Mm-hmm. And, you remember the time, because you always remember the time when these calls come, and the clock, the minute ticks over to the next minute and no call comes.
I want to look at my call history.
No, not there. And it's weird. You can remember all these things that have happened over the last few months, but as it's like remembering a really intense dream.
Right.
You have the memory, but you also have other memories that are more real that,
Is it that he's unsure that whether it happened or not?
I mean, it hadn't happened yet. So if it's going to happen, then it's going to happen in the next couple of months, but the call didn't come.
Right.
Hawtrey, you snap back to, you're in Berkeley with one of your, name one of your bonds.
With Benjamin Carr, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's my colleague.
And maybe you were in the middle of having another argument about gun control and all of your time you're spending at the range, and he sort of looks at you strangely because you look like you've seen a ghost, and you sort of piece together that this was when you first got the call to join the rest of the team in Hellbend, California.
Do I have Dressner's
year
number?
Before last.
Would I have that?
No, you probably know it because you were developing an unhealthy bond with all of them.
I'm not
and you
calling
probably
him.
would have remembered his number. And Dressner, you come awake,
So blackout
You
out after the pain or whatever.
Yeah,
Shock.
so you sort of look around and you're back.
My desk at the
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, and make a sanity roll because you got killed.
Yeah.
And that's even worse than being tortured.
100.
Rolled a 100. Wow. That's a pretty bad save.
Wow.
Oh, you.
Our stats go back to normal, right?
You get your old character stats back. Okay, so that's going to be 10 fat points because it's maximum because you fumbled the sanity roll.
And that'll take me right to my breaking point.
Unless you want to burn a bond to reduce that.
Oh, yeah, totally.
All right, well, pick a bond that's going to suffer.
Yeah, my FBI / Delta Green mentor.
Yeah. All right, roll a d4.
Fuck you, Mark.
Exactly.
What the fuck did you get me into?
Exactly. 2.
Okay, so drop the bond by 2, and you only lose 8 sanity instead of 10.
Yes. I got a whopping 67.
Losing 8 sanity points means a temporary freak the fuck out at your desk
No
at
doubt.
work in the FBI.
Yeah.
As you kind of look around and realize
You rip your
like,
shirt.
the last thing you remember is passing out as your heart stopped from being electrocuted.
Exactly.
And you either run away, lash out mindlessly, or curl up in a helpless ball. What do y'all think? Those of you who are not John, what's the most appropriate reaction to suddenly
What's
waking up in a
what's
spasm
the
and thinking you were dead?
With options of run away, curl up in a ball or
just
freak out.
Yeah, you're not really you're not in a lash out situation. So
I think he would
run around like a maniac or collapse whimpering.
I don't think he'd
I think he would run.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Fight or flight.
The flight kicks in.
Flight kicks.
Yeah, he would. I think.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I think he would jump up from his desk and make a bolt for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
So, when you come to your senses, you have vague recollection of some of your fellow special agents in the field office, sort of looking up in shock as you jump up, yelling and screaming and tear out of there, and for no apparent reason, and so you too have, you sort of have the memories of what's going to happen over the next year or so.
But we're back at the beginning.
Yeah. And the call to go to Hellbent doesn't come.
So it's after Music from a Darkened Room.
Yep.
Right.
But before the rest. So I'm aware of Delta Green. I actually remember all of this stuff going on. But
And I would be calling him because I want to know that he's okay. Just not dead. Because I don't know that you're not dead. I just want to know that you're not dead. So,
eventually,
after a few minutes,
wants a little more than knowing.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, after a few minutes, you're looking around. You've gotten outside the FBI office, out to the where are you? Boston, or is that what you were?
I was in New Jersey, I thought.
So out to the streets, and you're kind of looking around, hyperventilating, and you start to sort of come to your senses, and
the phone's ringing.
Yeah, you feel the sort of buzzing on your phone. Sure.
No, look, and seeing it's her,
who you know from these weird ass memories of the future,
not.
Right?
I don't know if I'm going to respond. I mean, I don't know what's real right now. You know what I mean? Like, I know weird shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
But did this weird shit happen? I don't know. I'm not answering. Sure.
I don't blame you.
Does it go to voicemail? So.
I'm sure, yeah.
All right. I just want to know. I mean, I don't know.
What's your voicemail?
Yeah,
How incriminating is your voicemail?
Oh, I'm not going to leave a message. I just wondered if it would pick up. So
you're gonna hang up
here.
And
yeah.
All right. Well, we can leave it there.
The phone is somewhere.
Yeah.
Then you try calling me, and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Because in the timeline, like, we didn't meet until like 6 to 8 months after when. So I'm not waking up with all of these memories for another 6
You
months.
have the memories of the.
You're right,
it's like a dream.
No, I have the same memories, but I don't have them for another 6 to 8 months. So
that's not what I meant. Your sort of memories of your involvement with this whole situation.
You have them, but they feel
begin
surreal.
Like that things start to happen. No, hold on. Hold on. Where you woke up. Yeah,
I woke up before Chester, Ohio.
Right.
Like, I woke up during the Chester,
That's right.
Ohio
No, I see what you're saying.
And they're waking up before.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, so like, if you call
ring him, he doesn't.
No clue.
I have no idea who you are or anything that's going on.
But you don't have memories of that dream or
just have a weird thing.
Listen, lady, get another hobby.
Okay.
So your sort of awareness of them might kind of come and go before that picks up.
Yeah,
you're going to get like freaky. Such a hell of a deja vu if we ever meet again.
Of course, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm interested in seeing how you're affected by this because he's not picking up his phone. And I don't
know me, and so now I'm just insane.
Is any of this real? What did this happen?
Yeah.
All right, so everybody make a final sanity roll for trying to wrap your head around issues of causality that stem from waking up in your bodies in the past.
Critically succeed. I'm just denying. I'm in denial.
Same here. Critical success.
No. So how many do I lose?
Oh, D10. Sorry, hon.
Yeah.
D10.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what
What's
the
real,
hell
what's
is
not?
going on.
What is this
Come
going
on.
to happen now? Yeah. Small.
And, John, you can get that D8 back as you piece together that you must have succeeded at killing Hunt and resetting the timeline.
So I feel a little bit better. Something happened good, I guess.
Well, you knew what you were there for.
I'm not dead.
It must have worked.
Yes. Maybe.
Unless you were just going insane. Which seems
Much
a
more
likely
Which is entirely
possibility.
possible.
Yeah, much more likely to me than anything.
Yes.
So, that's Future Perfect.
Yeah.
4-part
Oh, my
dopamine
head hurts.
campaign.